Think we're live. Alright, it's been a few days, maybe been a couple of days. Hang on, do I even use this anymore? What about this? Do I use this? No, I don't. Get rid of this. Don't use any of this. But I might bring it back. Actually, in that case, I should have kept it. That's fine. I still have it in the other project. It's like a fork of the previous version. Alright, okay. I think last week I didn't get very far trying to get that's as far as I got. But where is my test? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to render. What if I rendered E? How come there's still so many things here? Oh, hang on. No, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, obviously I'm doing something wrong. Question is, I don't think I needed to do for that. Right, yes. This is actually writing to a single point. This is wrong here. So from there on out, it should be that. All that is a U8. Sorry, a byte. Yeah. What are pixels? Slice of U8. think my X and Y's might be. Okay, at least they're in the right order now. What happens now? I think all of them together are supposed to make the letter A. Or not. Let me see how Casey does it. Displaying the bitmap.
We're just not running it, so let's go ahead. So let's actually see that this worked. Let's actually do something here. Let's translate his bitmap into one of the bitmaps that we could use, for example.
It's gonna refresh.
So let's actually see that this worked. Let's actually do something here. Let's translate his bitmap into one of the bitmaps that we could use, for example, like a loaded bitmap, right? So I believe we have a make empty bitmap call here, you know, like this. So let's go ahead and do make empty bitmap.
Hey Juice, mit Afflintrin. I think you get more traction if you invert the title. Maybe would personally put Fortin Trendrim first. I don't know if I would more traction, to be honest. Because right now I don't know what I'm doing. Especially with the font rendering. And plus, I don't know if it's very interesting at the moment. Well, there's a lot of pluses. Yeah, because I don't think I've ever rendered font myself fully. So it's okay if like not many people turn up, if you know what I mean. Like
and we'll just, you know.
But I mean, I do understand what you're trying to say. Okay, but I mean, sure. Since you suggested it, let's see if we can update it. I'm not sure. Oh, you mean put this here? Like that? Okay, there we go. Now we should be flooded with new people. Does it actually update the title? I'm not sure. Anyhow.
We'll just call this at startup to make ourselves a bitmap of the letter N, right? So let's do that. So okay, we'll put the memory arena in here that we need it to use. I think that's about it. So we'll just say, okay, make an empty bitmap. We know.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that is true. I just assumed everybody who's ever programmed has heard of Handmade Hero, but I guess no, Benito. That's a good point. I appreciate the insight.
Know what the width and height would be because Sean told us what they were, and we don't need it to clear to 0 because we're about to actually do all of that work ourselves, right? So we can then step through every sort of pixel here, oops,
Okay.
every sort of pixel that's in this bitmap, and we can do our own translation to our style of bitmap, which happens to be 32 bits per pixel, not, I'm sorry, 4 bytes per pixel, so I should probably say it, rather than 1 byte per pixel. Sean is 8 bits per pixel, right, for mono. So all we would have to do to that, again, not particularly tricky, all we have to do that is we take our loaded bitmap that we
I think I missed it. I don't know when did he implement memory arenas. Yeah. But I did skip episodes 25 to 160. But I don't see them here. I mean, he must have done it somewhere here. Maybe page? No. Well, I'll find that later. Because I'd like to know how to implement. Maybe I can search. Station. I'll watch this later. Oh, day 157. So maybe I just missed it. Where did it go? Oh, okay. It was right there. I'll watch this later too.
get here, so loaded bitmap result, and we'd probably just return that as well. There's our loaded bitmap. Let's go ahead and return that here. All we would have to do is be able to access our loaded bitmap. That's, again, pretty easy. It's just the address is obviously just going to be that result memory. In fact, we could actually do this with the sort of the standard row pointer thing that we normally do. We could just say, okay, we've got sort of the destination, and here we've got sort of our row. This is our dest row. That's going to be our result memory. And this is going to be dest row. And we just do part dest plus plus, so writing into the destination. And what we want to do here is we just want to write in essentially white with Sean's value as the alpha, right? So we kind of want something where it's going to be a pre-multiplied alpha bitmap, I guess would be the way to say it, right? And so if you think about what a pre-multiplied alpha bitmap would be, it's just the alpha value replicated, right? Because if we're going to have 1, 1, 1 as the color, and we're multiplying by the alpha value, it's just going to be the alpha value in all 4 channels, right? So really all we're talking about here is doing that pack again, right? So whatever the alpha is, it's just the alpha goes there, the alpha goes here, the alpha goes here, and the alpha goes here, right? Is all that we would be talking about, right? So that alpha value is just going to be the mono bitmap pointer, and we're just going to call that source. Since we read the source in order, and Sean, I believe, packs them densely, it's literally just reading it out one by one. And then at the end here, we just advance by our pitch. Now, we started a half hour late, so we've got a whole half hour to go here. We're nowhere near Q&A, so nobody get too excited about that. But yeah.
Okay, I think I missed all of that. That's probably why my font looks like that. That's funny. Okay. I don't think I'm doing any of it. I read the font. Do I read the font? Yeah, I think I do get the font. Okay, yeah, I do read the file. Font gets loaded fine. Then, okay, something goes wrong here. Let me check back the documentation. What was it called? Codepoint codebook. Glyph rendering to bitmap. That's what I need. What is that really? What type of game do you eventually want to make? Actually, I don't want to make a game. I want to make a debugger. Yeah. It is building towards something. I want to build a debugger for Zig because can't seem to get my debuggers to work. Tried a few with the new version of Zig. Anyways, hey, the TrueCat 958. Yeah, so not really a game. That's why I've skipped through a lot of the episodes. I think currently I'm on day 163. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm speaking as if I've built like debuggers all the time, but I have no idea how one even works. But I figured it's worth a try. The TrueCat. Also, is Zig a distro or a program? It's a programming language. Is okay. See what it prints out. Oops. What if I change this to So it's more the offset that changes. Yeah, let's put back test. What this should you use? If you use Arch, do not respond to this chat message. Why don't use Arch? It's just Ubuntu. I like a version of it. What am I actually doing here? Next code point. I use Arch, by the way. Yeah, I mean, Arch is getting quite popular. Thanks to DHH and Primogen and PewDiePie, of course. So the video. Text buffer, clear retaining capacity. Right, get all the glyphs. What are pixels? Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Slice of T. So it's not even the same value, really. What am I missing? Height of... Why less than height? Okay, so these are the dimensions. And you get the code code point bitmap. Ah, yes, that actually makes a lot of sense. No, but that's what I'm doing too. What is the destination? This should just be J. Let me get rid of this. I would just print a blank dot. Do I even need to do this? Because, yeah, I understand why the point of this. Because pixels is a one-dimensional array. I think pixels also might be, it's a slice of U8. It's just a black blob. Some padding so it doesn't stick to the top of the screen. And why does it print it twice? Maybe it's like too small. Let's make this 32. Let's make it a lot bigger. 100. Okay, I do see something. Interesting. Maybe make it 1,000. Okay, maybe that was too big. 500. Okay. Okay, at least I see the letters. Why is this black box around? See a T and I see an S. What happened? Should stop doing that, really. It was too big. Maybe a small T. Excuse me. Oh, why is there two T's? How many times do I call render text? I think I know why. Game, date, and render. No, I only call it once. Hey, 1, 2, 3, true tone. True one. 1, 2, 3, the true one. Hello. It was the same person from YouTube, by the way. Oh, okay. You just moved. You just moved over to Twitch. Yeah, probably a better idea. The one who uses and doesn't use Arch. Hey, at least it's kind of working. Also, I should turn off Discord notifications. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to do with that information. Ah, I know why. Because it prints a line and then I need to... Let's put like 10. So that prints. And now if I go here... Oh, there's a constant. I think this should be a U size. Makes it easier. Okay. What was the problem again? Oh, it's out of bounds. Okay, that's fine. Make this smaller. Still. Okay, maybe I'll put 1. Okay. I mean, at least I use Bedrock, by the way. I have no idea what Bedrock is. It's printing something. Why is it like looking that way? I think I know why. Because maybe I just add padding to the X for now. Why does it print two of them? I have no idea. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of distros. Guess it's what was the what was it? Right shifted 5. But it's not Arch based. It's not Debian based. Not Fedora based. You could have just said that. They all of them kind of not. Why is it looking like that? Okay. If I remove the padding, I just didn't use it. Okay, it just prints over each other. Okay. Did you just like copy their marketing title? It looks like it. I mean, I've kind of got font rendering working, but I don't know how it works. And I don't know why it looks so weird. Why is it like off to an angle? I don't add this, just overlaps. Oh, hang on. What's this doing here? I think there is a offset. Offset X, offset Y. Oh, it's the type. I think it's float cost. Dimensions dot offset X. Offset equals dimensions dot. What's that again? Integer is not fit in destination type. What type is it? How is that even possible? Maybe it's negative. Oh yes, it is negative. Is there like... what is it called? Absolute? Do... But the width might be 0. Yeah. Should make it positive now. Oh, I forgot to remove this. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly better. I don't know. Font rendering is not easy. But at least it's better than what it was. So I'll take that. I think it's not TX. I don't know if I didn't read it. You can literally go to the website and see some examples what I use. Mainly for this, just to run incompatible software for distro without actually switching distros by rebooting. No, I don't think I've ever had that problem. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Do I have any examples other than this one? Build true type. I have a test. Quite close, even though it doesn't seem like it. Just don't understand why there's two of them. Offset in pixel space from the glyph origin to the top of the bitmap. That one seems fine. Offset in pixel space from the glyph origin to the left of the bitmap. I've been going through distributions every time my PC dies. Why is your PC dying? So this is a single character here. Okay, I think I understand, kind of. That, don't need that. Let's make it I. I'll leave the padding in. That's also right. That is a single letter. I need to advance it. And then let's add a padding X. Let's make this 1. This will be a variable. I'll make it usize. 0 initially. Then here, adding x plus equals 1. In theory, that should be, it doesn't look any different at all. Oh, no, we'll add it to each pixel. Started on Ubuntu, don't really enjoy that. Went over to Pop OS, was better. Still stringent, then OpenUse Tumbleweed. Quite like that, but messed it up somehow. Now on Arch. Okay. I mean, you can't really blame the distro if you spill water over your computer. I use Bedrock with Bedrock. Okay, Arch, Debian, and Fedora. And did Mint another in between, but wasn't my drift. Shall consider next on the list. Bedrock on next on the list for now. I still don't know. Okay, I mean, I get the idea. I think I've been using the same distro for about 4 years now. Okay, so this is wrong. I can't add padding here because that would mess up. This is fine because this moves it from the top. Kind of need like a cursor. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think I get what you mean. No blaming the distro. It's perfect time for some change. Yeah, it is, I would say. I think when you change computers, it's good time. But you know, I'm like a creature of habit. I like things the way they are. And once I find something that I like, don't like to change it. So this really is not right. So what needs to happen is, if I understand, I think I'm kind of getting it. With printing the letter T, And because this is the same place in the buffer, it prints it straight over it. Hang on. If I make this size, make it 10. Oh. So this would mean the letters should show vertically. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they do. Let's make that 20. Why is the G so big? Damn, needs a lot more space. 50. Okay, so at least I've got that bit right. Now I need to do the same, but along the x-axis. And fix the colors later. So it should change once for the entire. Maybe I could get a pointer to part of the buffer. And with the same width as the font. What is the type? A slice of U32. The memory. Because the height doesn't need to change. I need to start. width of the font, and then no, step plus equals instead of width. Don't need that. This will be start dimensions of width. Then here I mean that looks kind of right to me. Index out of bounds. Index 8, len 8. What if I did why does that happen? What is the length of buff? Debug. And I think I know why, because it's not. I think this should be +1 because it's not inclusive. That makes no sense. 24 and 24. The first one's right. 7 and 32. Why is it only 7? That becomes the previous dimensions width. So it's not the +1. And then from there to the next width. '24 and 24, 8 and 32. Why is it just 8? 0, 24, 24. All right. Goes from 24 to 32. So it should be... Lost that. Okay. Where's the rest of... Okay, I think I know why that's happening. I've accidentally figured out how to print a line. I'm close. I think what I need is, this needs to be... Type U32 does not support. Adding y to dimensions dot height. Expected type slice of... How can I get a slice of a slice? Pointer to like a square. No, that doesn't work. Where's the documentation? Multi-diamond. Here. That's an array. Oh, because the type here. Totally forgot about that. Okay, this... Why is the second half still... Why? That's not right either. That should be padding. Why? But it still doesn't solve the original problem. What am I missing? Sig 2D array to slice. No, it's not really feasible. Yeah, it's a 2D slice. The memory layout of 2D slices is a lot more complicated than 2D or n-dimensional arrays, because for multi-dimensional slices you need the memory for all the slices. Feel like I'm so close. Actually, why don't I just... Oh, sorry. Should be buffered up memory. Don't need that. That seems kinda right. Doesn't. Index out of bounds. Right. Okay, but I think I can fix that. Dot width. Does that work? I think it might just work. Let's go. I mean, it looks terrible, but I think that worked. But it's all I can. Okay, I think I can align it to the bottom by fixing the offset Y. This needs to be plus offset Y. Is that a 916? Yeah, it is. So can't do that really. Yep. Can I just do it in cast? Yeah. Hang on. Integer does not fit in the destination type. Yes, because what I can do is make this a variable. I'll leave it as a const. That's a solvable problem. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Still don't know why it gets printed twice. So all I need to do is okay, hang on. Yeah, I think add the offset Y to the padding. Well, the Y padding. And then they should all align to the bottom except G, which should probably go below. I need like sort of a baseline. You know what? That sounds like a problem for tomorrow. Do I need this? No. Will still work. Yep. Font are readable. Not fully working yet. Okay. Push that and then figure the rest out tomorrow. But I think that's a lot better. From 5 dashes on the screen. Quite happy with that. How does this scale work? And then add or subtract offset to J. Okay, we'll start there tomorrow. Alright, as always, thank you for hanging out. I think I'm gonna call it a day there. I do have a notification. Never mind. Alright, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. See ya.